Hello everyone. Yes, I am doing the first time the some video for the chemistry. It is I feel the many of the students to learn chemistry they feel this is the so typical in the junior classes. After that their interest is going down and they leave the science because of chemistry of the many times. So now I started the new topics today where the student feel they are uncomfortable to doing the chemistry. So for that one, I just started a basic concept of chemistry first, and then we will start the class 10th chemistry, then 11th, then 12th. Okay. For that one, student, first of all, you should learn 1 to 20. This is the basic need for the chemistry to learn 1 to 20 atomic number of elements and their name. After that, we will learn how do they react, what is valency, and so on. Okay. Now I'm going to start. The first one, the element name is hydrogen, and this is atomic number 1. Helium 2, then lithium 3, then beryllium 4, then boron 5, carbon 6, nitrogen 7, oxygen 8, fluorine 9, and last one is neon, that is 10. Sodium 11, magnesium 12, aluminium 13, silicon 14, phosphorus 15, sulfur 16, chlorine 17, argon 18, potassium 19, and calcium 20. First of all, everyone you must learn the atomic number of these elements 1 to 20 for the basic chemistry. After that, you directly go for uh, electronic configuration. Just why we are doing, I'm just something you telling you. Everyone you know that any atom is formed by, this is the general we are study, the atom which is formed by proton, neutron, and electron. In this one, this is structure of any atom. This is spherical in nature. Okay, but whenever we are making a circular because that is a 3D, it is 2D only. So that in this is the center, this is the center part, and this center part is containing proton and neutron, proton and neutron, and this is different energy level. This is also called cell, and the cell contain, they contain electrons. Now, whenever we are discussing electron, proton, and neutron, so now generally you can understand the three things. Atom is formed by the mainly the three subparticles. That is electron, which is present in the different energy level. That is called the cell. Second one is a proton and a neutron, and they are present in the center of the atom. That is called center is called nucleus. Now I'm going to tell you whenever we are discussing the electronic configuration of any element, so how many electron present in the first cell, how many present in the second cell, this is the cell number 1, this is the cell number 1, this is the cell number 2, and so on. How can we determine? For that one, you just learn the one thing, the node point you write everyone, this is important for the all classes. The maximum number of electron, maximum number of electron present in any cell is equal to 2n square, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on. Here I'm telling you one more thing. Note the point again. The maximum number of cell n value is maximum 7. Okay, maximum n value is 7 because number of maximum periods in periodic table, that equal to 7. Just this one we will discuss later in the next video. Okay, now come to the next point. Just I'm telling you more things. Just I have written the number of cells. Okay, come to the next point. Just I am saying how many electrons present in the first cell. For that one, maximum number of electron in first cell equal to, that means n is equal to 1, equal to 2 into 1 square, that is equal to 2. This is called also K cell. This cell name is also called, the first cell is also called K cell, and second one is a L cell. Now similarly, for maximum number of electron in second cell, n is equal to 2, that equal to 2 into 2 square is equal to 8, that is called L cell. Maybe you understand how to calculate the maximum number of electron in any cell. This is the formula. The general formula is 2n square. Now we will discuss this one also, 2, 8. Now similarly, for maximum number of electron in third cell, n is equal to 3, equal to 2 into 3 square is equal to 18. This is L cell, sorry, and M cell. This is third cell. If we made here the third cell surrounding to this nucleus, this is the M cell, and so on. Now come to the next one. Just again, whenever we are doing the electronic configuration, just I said, this is the nucleus and this surrounding the different type of energy levels, and these energy levels are called the cells. Okay, this is, we said the K cell, this is L cell, this is M cell, and we already said K cell containing maximum number we have calculated 2 electron, M cell maximum containing 8 electron, and sorry, L cell, and then M cell containing maximum number of electron 18. This is L. M cell containing 18 electron. Now the second rule, this is, you remember the point, how whenever we are going to fill the electron in the different cell, because we know that the proton and neutron present in the nucleus, proton plus neutron present in the nucleus, and electron are present in the different cell. Just we have taken the example that one, I just taken the oxygen. You people know that we have already written the atomic number of oxygen is 8. So how to do the electronic configuration for that one? So now you just do, this is the nucleus, this is nucleus, and the surrounding the first cell, we are just making second cell and third cell. Just we are making, and then we have filling, we are going to fill the electron according to the rule. The first cell containing the 2 electron, second cell containing the 8 electron, but we have containing total number of electron is 8. So now how many are remaining here? There are 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Similarly, just we have taken. Now anyone can ask you in this one, how many cells are present in oxygen? So question is the one question. Second question they ask, how many electron present in L cell of oxygen? Okay. If you understand. Second one example, just you take the another example. I just taken the phosphorus. The phosphorus is 15. Phosphorus. This is the nucleus. This is the first cell. This is the second cell, and this is the third cell. In this one, just you see, according to the rule, the first cell containing the 2 electron, just we fill the 2 electron. Second cell containing 8 electron, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And third cell, how many electron? Can you tell me? 2 or 8, 10. Total is a 15. So remaining is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. This is the electronic configuration of phosphorus. So now in this one, how many cells are present in phosphorus? Second, name the last cell. Name the last cell of phosphorus. Third, how many electron present in last cell of phosphorus? If you can give the easily answer of the following question, then you can understand the chemistry of basic chemistry. Okay, now come to the next point. Just I have taken just calcium. Calcium is 20. So now you can do that easily. Just you take the nucleus. This is the first cell. This is second cell. This is the third cell. And this is the fourth cell. Now here, one thing I'm going to tell you. Just you see here I have written the 18 electron. But whenever we are going to fill the electron in the M cell, we fill only the 8 electron. Why? The question is why. The question is why. Just you see, this is the first cell, 2 electron. Second one is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the third cell is 18. So then according to this rule, the third cell will contain the 10 electron because 2 in the first, second one in the 8. The why not the containing the 18 electron in the third cell? Why not? You are saying, I am saying key only it. I am saying just you remember the point. Whenever we are going to fill, maximum electron will contain 18. But whenever we are going to fill, when we are going to fill electron, that maximum 8 first. I will tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 electron. And then 18 are filled, then remaining 2 in the last cell. Now my question is that why we are filling the 8 electron in place of, because the 18 it containing, but we are filling the 8 electron in the cell, third cell. Why? For that one reason, just you go to the periodic table, just you see the periodic table. In the periodic table, I'm telling you, this is the period number 1. This is containing hydrogen, and helium only. This is called, the period is also called in the periodic table. In periodic table, period means cell. Period means cell. So here the period number, first period means horizontal line. Second one, period containing the 8 electrons. Second one containing 8 electrons. No, 8 element here. 8 element. You see, this is containing 8 element. First containing 2 element, and the third period, just you see, if you have any periodic table, third is also containing the 8 element. 8 element. So now the number of element containing the each period, then cell will containing the same number of electron. Clear? So here first 2, and the second concept just is the simple concept, and the second concept we will tell in the electronic configuration whenever we do the SPDF. For that one you can wait and watch all the videos. If you understand the electronic configuration, after that you can easily understand the valence shell electrons. Okay, just everything is based on this electronic configuration only. Just you remember the point. Now our topic is the valence shell electron. Valence shell electron. What is the meaning of the valence shell electron? The simple definition is that number of electron present in last cell of any element only. Okay, just you take the example. I have taken the example. I just taking the carbon. Carbon is atomic number 6. Then electronic configuration is 2, 4. Just you make, this is the nucleus. This is the first cell. This is the second cell. In this one, just you know that the first cell containing the 2 electron. Second cell will contain 4 electron. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now this is the K cell. According to our rule, this is the L cell. So L cell is the last cell, and last cell containing 4 electron. Last cell electron equal to 4. That means valence shell electron. After that, just you take another example. Just I have taken the sulfur, that is the cysteine. Just you can do 2, 8, 6. This is the nucleus. And in this one, this is the first cell containing the 2 electron according to the rule. Second cell is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And third one will contain the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now this is the K cell. This is the K cell. This is L, and this is M. So M cell is the last cell. So last cell electron equal to 6. So that is valence shell electron equal to this 6. If you understand the valence shell electron, first electronic configuration, after the valence shell electron, then you easily can understand the valency. So just we are going to moving the forward the valency. This is valency. Valency is the most important topic in the chemistry. This is the basic concept. I'm not saying that this is the full. This is the basic concept we are going through for the basic concept. Just here, I'm just telling you. First point to remember the point, elements contain if element contain 1, 2, 3 and 4 electron in their valence cell, the equal to valency of, that is equal to valency of an element. For example, just see, I have taken the example of magnesium. Magnesium is 12. You can make the dot structure. This is the nucleus. This is the first cell, second cell, and third cell. So now this is the 2 electron, first cell, second cell 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the third one is containing the 2 electron. So last cell containing 2 electron. Equal to 2. That means valence cell. And this is number 1, 2, 3. So that is equal to valency. Valency of element. Now second example, just I have taken the silica Si. Si is the 14. Whenever you are going to draw the structure, this is the nucleus again, this is the first cell, second cell, and this is the third cell. So now first cell is containing the 2 electron, second is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and the third one is containing the 4 electron, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So now just last cell electron equal to 4, so that equal to valence cell electron, and that equal to also valency. Now another one, if element containing the more than, second the point is, if element contain more than 4 electron in their last cell, then valency equal to 8 minus last cell electron. Just remember the point, 8 minus last cell electron. Why we are doing the 8? Because the noble gas containing the 8 electron, they are last cell and they are the stable. Okay, just we will discuss this. Okay, so now here, for example 1, just I have taken the nitrogen. Nitrogen is a 7 atomic number. Whenever you are going to do the electronic confusion, this is the nucleus, this is the first cell, and this is the second cell. Okay, and the first cell containing, you people know that 2 electron, second cell is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So now here last cell electron equal to 5, that is equal to valence cell electron. Now so valency, if this is the more than 4, this is last cell containing more than 4 electron. Now valency equal to 8, this is the formula, 8 minus last cell electron. 8 minus last cell electron is 5. So now this is the valency is 3. So now you understand how to, just another example I am going to take. Just you take the sulfur. sulfur is a cysteine, then you can do this electronic configuration. This is the nucleus, this is the first cell, this is the second cell, this is the third cell. And the first cell containing the 2 electron, second cell is a 8 electron, and the third cell is containing 6 electron. Six. So now last cell electron is equal to 6, that is equal to valence cell electron. Okay. So now if the last cell containing the more than 4, then valency is equal to 8 minus last cell electron. So now valency is equal to 8 minus last cell containing 6 equal to 2. So general valency is equal to of sulfur equal to 2. Just this is the general formula, and we will do later to discuss for variable valency also. Okay. For the today, then I am going to stop.